morning. Thanks for joining us for the News 12 Fastcast. I'm Nick Proto. 7:30 here on our Wednesday morning. Two counties are debating what they should do with a statewide cap on property taxes. They could enforce it or opt out. Earlier in the week, we heard from Augusta's city administrator that commissioners plan to meet today to talk about future public hearings. She told us yesterday we should know those dates soon. The Richmond County school system plans to opt out and held their first meeting for the public yesterday. House Bill 581 is meant to change how local governments and school boards look at property taxes with your homestead exemption. Lawmakers drafted this with the purpose of putting a cap on how much property taxes could go up each year, trying to prevent spikes. It's a new system meant to ease the burden on people with fixed incomes or salaries that can't keep up with growing market values.
I think it'd be difficult to determine long-term how many people will necessarily benefit, but I think it is definitely geared towards property owners who own and live in their properties for a long time.
All local governments and school boards have until March 1st to decide if they will opt in or opt out. And if they do opt out, it'll go to the state for approval. Now, if you missed yesterday's hearing with the school system, your next opportunities in Richmond County are January 22nd at 3:30, January 27th at 6 p.m. The Columbia County Board of Commissioners says they intend to opt out of the exemption. The law still requires public hearings so they can get your thoughts before that March 1st deadline. Those will be held inside the Evans Government Center Auditorium on Ronald Reagan Drive. The first one, Tuesday at 6 p.m. The second one is January 28th at 10 a.m. The final one is going to be February 4th at 6 p.m. During the Columbia County Board of Education meeting last night, leaders decided to schedule public meetings to talk about that homestead exemption. If it's passed, school leaders say they may have to raise the millage rate. You can go to those hearings on January 27th at 8 a.m., January 28th at 6 p.m., and February 4th at 6 p.m. Those meetings will be in the Board of Education building on Hereford Farm Road.